5 things you should consider when you're drafting your digital transformation or your process automation roadmap. Number 1 really is you want to look at assessing your organization's maturity. So you want to look at your organizations from a process as well as from a technology perspective, where we're at, as there's no use shooting for the moon when the fundamental things are actually not in place. Number 2, you want to look at actually is the time frame. Overall time frame required to do your transformation. And once you understand the time frame, it will help you draft your transformation strategy accordingly. Third thing is the cost that you're going to incur. Can organizations afford that right now? Where you are in your growth plans, where you are in your journey. So you want to consider the cost considerations. Number 4 is your resource skills. As you know, you can have the greatest strategy on the planet, but without skillful execution, it's just an intent. So we want to make sure that you have internal skills to support this strategy, or you might not need to look at bringing in external skill sets. And then you want to look at, can we afford that? Is this the right time for it? And the last but not the least, the 5th one is the outcomes and the objective that you want to achieve. So what is the overall objective we're trying to achieve with the timeline in mind, right? And then if it's, you might be a phased approach, then you need to be clear about what are the outcomes that you want to achieve for each phase. Or it might be a scenario where you have an overall objective, but then you can start to break them down into smaller goals and outcomes. So having clarity on these 5 things, which is number 1, starting with the organization's maturity, cost, timeline, resource skills, and outcomes and objective. Taking these 5 things into account will help you draft appropriate transformation or process automation roadmap for the organization that will lead to a appropriate appetite, skillful execution, and outcomes being achieved.